What's up everyone, Skillionaires back for a long overdue continuation of the How to Country Guide series. Today it's going to be How to Great Britain and our protagonist is DoMiNo. Thank you very much DoMiNo for sending me this absolutely incredible replay. Guys, you're going to want to see this one. He opens up with the penis strat. As you can see in the minimap, the one scout goes right towards the opponent, one goes along the top, one goes along the bottom. You might be wondering, who is the opponent? None other than Matty himself over here. Matty is in third place on the ladder at time of recording, and DoMiNo is in second place of the ladder. As if you're new to the Country Guide series, I cast it as a game, but I don't show you the whole map. I only show you what the protagonist here can see. The idea is that we can learn from him and maybe copy him and stuff like that. It's quite rare that a 1v1 goes all the way to industrial where we can pick up cool skills like this, especially a top tier game like this. So I'm really looking forward to basically learning some stuff with you guys. He opens with the standard stuff, wall of houses. By now everyone hopefully knows this is about delaying any surprise attacks from reaching your workers and being able to keep them safe. He's gone for both upgrades, both berries and wood upgrade, plus the fur shoes. My guess is he went for the berries because there are no cows or anything around. He's probably, yeah, there we go. He's moved down here for fish, and he'll probably expand into a pier here later if he can. He's moving workers down here. I'm not sure, maybe he's going for a proxy of some kind. Oh, he's found a cow. There we go. As Europe, you really need that food. I mean, everyone needs food, right? But Europe, in order to reach the Metal Ages, you need foods, man. It's going to be so hard to be able to have enough workers upgraded to reach the farm. And there we go. Bang! Here comes some action. I'll slow it down slightly. Matty's shown up with warriors. Did he scout it? Could he have known it was coming? Kind of. Kind of. There's some fight pit blueprints on the ground here. He makes it in, punches up a bunch of workers, and the workers fight back. And he actually has a couple of his own warriors too. So he does manage to hold thanks to the fact that he has a fight pit, but he doesn't have upgrades on his guys yet. He doesn't even have a stone cutter yet, does he? Oh, he does. Sorry, he does. And he's got the upgrades. Okay, good, good, good. Because without the upgrades, they are terrible. Stone Age troops are terrible without the upgrades, man. Seriously. Okay, he's got himself some cows, which is brilliant. Oh, but another wave of warriors has come in. He's going to start taking the houses. I should tell you now in advance, guys, that due to a replay bug glitch, which just has never been fixed, and it's just so irritating, I am going to keep the view on DoMiNo, because if I swap to Matty, even just to show you how he's doing, when I swap back to DoMiNo, the blueprints, it just messes up. It messes up the view unless I remove the fog. And for this series, I need the fog because that's the whole point. So I'm not going to jump to him, but we can check on him just via DoMiNo's vision. So he can reach. You can see he's already reached Asia now, and he's going to be well. He's reached Asia, and DoMiNo's halfway to Europe. He's got a ton of warriors up. Bear in mind, if you are playing as Europe, you don't need to reach Metal Ages as fast. In fact, it makes strategic sense to stay on Stone Age because you can make your workers faster. Although he's capped right now by population limit. But you can make your workers faster than you can, and for cheaper, I think, than you can Europe. So it makes sense to stay on Stone Age for longer. Whereas Asia is, of course, cheaper, so you don't need to do something like that. He has just reached it now. Let's see how he's doing. I have actually looked ahead of this replay, and I can confirm for you that Matty does already have his population upgrade. So that's how much further ahead Matty is in the tech than DoMiNo is. I'm going to mute the chat because we don't need it. They don't really say much. And Matty's found his proxy. He's found his proxy, and he's destroying his fight pits, and workers are going to have to run for it. Meanwhile, DoMiNo has focused the food of his opponents. I don't know if he would do this just because he's Asia or if he does this against European players as well. My guess is it doesn't matter whether they're Europe or Asia. He's always going to go for the food. And I think that's a very important thing to pay attention to this game. DoMiNo's primary target is food, right? We see Matty sometimes going for workers, sometimes going for houses, and of course destroying proxies. Well done. But DoMiNo, he just wants the opponent's food every single time. You'll notice it will come clear as he continues. His population upgrade has just started as he's starting to sort of get enough workers on his food and stuff. Good stuff. He's obviously had to sort of stop collecting from the cow, which made it a little bit difficult for him, but it's okay. He reached Metal Ages with tons of food in the bank, as you can see from the top here. I know it's low now, but before it was high. So he was able to upgrade workers straight away. Unlike Asia, who can collect from the meat of the poultry yard using Stone Age workers. Stone Age workers for Europe can't collect wheat. So it's actually, you've got to be really careful with the amount of food you have when you reach the Metal Ages. Otherwise, you can seriously, you can lose the game. You can literally just throw the game. He saves his house. Good job. A couple of bulwarks and a bunch of warriors. And Matty's harassment never ends. He runs off into the fog. He appears somewhere else. He's even coming from up here, the guy. Oh, man. Cheeky plays. Well, DoMiNo's keeping an eye on him. Notice how his scouts are still alive. I think Matty did go south and attack this. And DoMiNo's workers had to run. And now Matty's tower pushing him. The tower pushing begins. DoMiNo's expanded up. Oh, no, he's not. Sorry. So he's just sent a scout up there. He's really struggling with the food. Of course, warriors are costing... Oh, he's going for Maceman now. He's really investing in the Stone Age, even though he's been in Europe for a long time. I can confirm for you if I look over here. Maybe not yet. I don't know if it's visible yet, but Matty is about to reach Iron Age, so he's way further ahead. He might not reach it right now, but he's going to reach it soon. And, you know... DoMiNo's really playing from behind. Now, like I said at the beginning, Europe players being behind on tech is not like crazy, but this is quite a big gap, and I think even DoMiNo would say that he didn't want to be this behind. What a bastard. Matty comes in for the cheeky repairs. Good job, man. Matty's a really good player. When I was first started casting this stuff, Matty used to, I don't know if he used to play a lot more, or maybe his replays were passed around a lot more, but I used to see him and I was like, this guy is really good. So, and that's an important thing about this series. That's why it's so hard for me to find the right replays to show you guys. It's really important to not only have a good player, but it's good to have a player who's actually a really good opponent, right? Like, I'm really proud of the China and Poland videos, but I'm less proud of the How to Japan video. I just couldn't find any content for so long. I thought I'd put a video out. It's still good. You still learn how to play Japan, but it had to be a 2v2, and the skill level was a little bit lower. So, you know, I might remake that one day if I ever see any of these players pick Japan. Unlikely, eh? They charge forwards. You know, the warriors are doing a good job of sort of countering the archers while his forces clear the tower pushing, because this is going to be a pain, right? Because he's going to be able to shoot workers, as you can see from the range. So that's why Matty did it. Smart play. But he does need to... Yeah, he needs to clear this, and he has sort of done so. The warriors having the speed burst are able to kind of make the archers run, but the Asian spearmen are going to be able to sort of combat them now. And he's getting pushed back again, unfortunately, from DoMiNo. He is absolutely on the defensive. Got some guys on metal up here. It took him a while to start his metal, isn't it? I don't know why he didn't just go for this one. A bit strange, but, you know, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, he's kind of fallen... He's kind of fallen a bit now, isn't it? He's built a ton of European barracks, and he had 4 of these stone pits, fight pits, before he upgraded them. So now he has so much production. So he was, bear in mind, that's an important thing to remember, that what DoMiNo's doing is he's continuing to produce Stone Age troops all the way until he has to go Iron Age, which he hasn't quite done yet, I suppose. Maybe I'll take that back, until he's planning to go Iron Age very soon. And as you can see, look, Matty's been Iron Age for a while. He's got a ton of heavy spearmen coming up. So he is quite far behind here. He's still poking at this. He's still trying to take this. Nice one. Matty's not giving up. Matty doesn't stop pushing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, we've missed something. Let's slow it down. Big news. Action replay. While all that craziness was happening, these players are able to do so many things at the same time. DoMiNo came down here. Even though his first proxy got destroyed, he didn't give up. He went and built another proxy, this time with stables. Of course, he's gone for spearmen, so he's got the spearmen attack damage upgrades, and so which helps the cavalry as well. And he started sending cavalry up and going right for the food every single time. He's killing some workers. Most of them are running and hiding, but it doesn't matter because he's not collecting food. And anyone who's built an Asia army before, especially with archers, that's literally your entire troop production. So if he can cripple food income for Matty, then he's really going to make it difficult for Matty to keep harassing him. So notice how he's like, I'm not winning here. I'm going to try and open a new front. I'm going to start winning here. Matty's not going to be able to take this out with a couple of archers. So I'll be curious to see how much of a difference this makes. Already you can see the onslaught has slowed. Matty's going to start attacking his workers now, but, well, it's not enough to really do significant damage. Let's find out and speed it back up. See, notice how the tide of troops has slowed and stopped. And like I said, I did look at this game for a bit, and if I remember correctly, at this bit, Matty's food is just on zero food, and that's why he can't keep pushing. And DoMiNo's given himself some breathing room. Like, finally, he can get some air. You know, he has some air, so he can start trying to push back again over here. Meanwhile, Matty's like, all right, I have to take whatever I can afford. I'm going bottom, and I'm going to destroy these damn stables because this is a big deal. Look, he keeps going. He never stops. Keeps going, every time food. Never houses, never wood, never metal, just food. It's interesting. It's quite it's an interesting strategy. It's almost like, is it better to just go for one resource instead of multiple resources? I think maybe. Because, you know, without food, you can't really do anything in this game. You can't tech up, you can't make troops. Of course, you can make like walls and stuff, but, you know, insignificant. Bang, bang, bang. So he's going to clear this proxy, but this time DoMiNo's using the time and the space to go in again. Where's he going to go? I'll give you one guess. Of course, he's going for the food. right for the food. He doesn't manage to go for this. Nice. Is he going to take another one too? Because obviously Matty's at Middle Ages now, in case you haven't noticed. Look at this cheeky bastard, mate. Matty's repairing skills are like next level. If I was playing against that, I'd be so mad. I'd be so fucking mad. Okay. We've reached the Middle Ages now. Of course, he's not going to stop producing. You notice how he's gone for swordsman as well, which I think is quite curious. Let's look at his forge upgrades. Nothing on archers, just the leather upgrade and spears and swords. Yeah, usually sometimes you see people go for one, but he's gone for both. I guess it's because he had to defend early with the spearmen, and now the swordsmen are just better. So he is going to go tech into the swordsmen. So it's not bad, not a bad combo. Of course, he's stopped making the spearmen now. He's all about the the swords now. What's going on over here? Makes another attempt. He never stops harassing. Matty tries to kind of, well, he's just running on auto, isn't it? Yeah, nothing's going on there. Let's go here. Yeah, a lot of dancing around, a lot of trying to waste time, a lot of trying to get the archers. What's he buying himself time for? My guess is he needs pikemen. He needs Middle Ages structures to be producing pikemen. Let's see how it goes for him. Yeah. So I'm a bit surprised that Matty hasn't run forward to try and shoot the workers, but I guess it's because he's just got so many melee troops running at him. These are quite, if you think about it, it's arguably quite bad trades. These are quite expensive units, pikemen, but DoMiNo's also running around here as well to attack some stuff. Oh, nice, he's destroying the production. First time he hasn't gone for food. Do you see that? You tried to block him, but it didn't work. Swordsmen just tear through these little buildings as well, these Metal Ages buildings. Yeah, so it's quite, as a Western Europe player, so I should say, this video is about playing Great Britain, right? But the hardest part about Great Britain is that you have to go through the Middle Ages first. And Western Europe fucking sucks in comparison. So you're always going to be a bit on the defensive in terms of, like, you can't trade as efficiently. Because, look, he can't even hit pop cap, you know? He doesn't even build all his houses, because what's the point? The unit production is so slow that you never really hit the top thing. So he needs to use his troops kind of valuably. That's why he's doing a lot of dodging, a lot of micro. But he's not sitting in his base doing nothing. That's the thing people sometimes get confused about when you think of, defensive. It means like doing nothing, building towers. That's not true. He throws his troops forwards to keep the enemies, like archers and stuff, away from his main base, to keep his workers safe. He does what he has to do, right? But generally speaking, he's trying to buy himself time, it looks like. Yeah, he's trying to keep his workers safe above all else. And then he charges these guys forward. My guess is because if he didn't, these guys would be right here on the tree line shooting all his workers. So that's why he can't do nothing, right? I'm surprised he hasn't built like a tower here. Maybe he just doesn't have the resources right now. I mean, if you look at his resources, he's finally gotten a lot of food. But now he's quite like low on wood. And all Western European structures are expensive. All of them. I'm curious if he goes to royal barracks. No, just standard barracks. Good. I'm curious now about that. That's I was wondering that for myself. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Maybe in some games he does, but in this game he doesn't. Nah, look, so Matty just being annoying. He's running around trying to find things to kill, find things to destroy. There's really nice base placement as well. Like, you can't really attack anything unless you go through houses. There we go, look, see? All the workers have to run away. So he needs to send pikemen forward to keep the archers busy, but of course it's quite bad trade. So generally, like, DoMiNo is kind of losing a bit. You know, he's always back in his base. Look at the map control. It all belongs to Matty. Matty's taken some houses as well. He runs forwards. Now, if I remember correctly, Matty's at his late Middle Ages. If not now, very soon. Whereas DoMiNo is not, not even close, right? He's still got a ton of buildings that haven't reached. Remember, you can't upgrade unless you can't reach the next tech unless you upgrade your buildings. So he's either going to have to destroy them, or he's going to have to upgrade them. Most of the time, upgrading them is the right move, but maybe, you know, when you have this many barracks, I've seen a few of DoMiNo's games recently, he doesn't upgrade them all. I don't know if it's because he doesn't think it's worth it, and it's not worth the resources, or if he thinks it's not worth the time, or maybe a mixture of both. We'll see what he does this game, how many he decides to keep. More and more pikemen charging him. Meanwhile, on the back of his base, you know, there's a lot of running around, chasing things. Okay, oh, he went for one warehouse upgrade. Interesting. So he didn't go for the one with the stone, but he did go for the one with the metal. Well, that makes sense because he's not mining any stone right now. I would imagine if he was going for stone, he probably would have got that upgrade. So be careful. Don't always mindlessly go for upgrades. See what they actually do. For Asia, they don't have the stone. They have wood. Oh, he's doing it now. Oh, okay. Oh, you see, now that he's built the warehouse for the stone, he's going for the upgrade. Yeah, for Asia, they don't have a stone upgrade. They have a wood upgrade, if I remember correctly. So you want to think about, with Asia, I think it's always worth it because you're always mining wood, right? Or farming wood, whatever. Yeah, it's a lot of sort of trying to keep Matty busy in his base. But generally, you know, DoMiNo is on the defensive here. Like, he's definitely sort of struggling. Going for his late Middle Ages. There we go. He destroyed 3 barracks. 3 barracks he didn't need. I guess because he's finally got like a ton of pikemen. Oh, there we go. Arquebusiers. Once the pikemen do get in range, they absolutely destroy everything. But oh boy, yeah, I would have done some kiting with Matty if I was him. But obviously he's a much better player than me. So hand cannons now. You see that from the fog. And now DoMiNo's shitting it. He starts to build siege workshops. I'm a bit surprised he didn't build these workshops sooner. I always thought Onagers were a really good sort of high-tier Western European unit. But it seems like he skips the Onagers. He skips the Onagers and he goes to late Middle Ages and he just starts making the cannons. I wonder if he does that every game or if it's just this game. I'm not really sure. I have a really good game coming up that I plan to cast. It's DoMiNo versus Marmalada, second place versus first place. And spoiler alert, DoMiNo does go Western Europe. So let's find out if he wins or if he loses. But I'll be curious to see if he builds Onagers in that game. I haven't actually recorded it yet or anything. So he's slicing him up. And that one I will cast as a regular game as well. It won't be like a country guide. Not that, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me know in the comments, like, do you like these country guides or would you rather just have them all casted? I just think you learn more if you're just watching one player, realistically. A good player. Especially when he's against a really good opponent. Look at this. So DoMiNo's doing a lot of dodging. It looks like the pikemen are mostly here just to distract and tank. And the cannons are doing the damage. Thing is, if you're relying on your cannons to do the damage, you're probably going to need more of them. But I'm sure that's on his agenda. That's on his plan. Oh, you see, that's so close. So close. Interesting. So the strat to surviving Western Europe is pikemen and cannons. And of course, it's more complicated than that. All of the Metal Age troops of like the swordsmen and stuff as well are important. He hasn't gone for the upgrade, probably because he needs the cannon so desperately. Notice how he went for a balloon tower in his own base. It's not a waste, because if you think about it, he couldn't see what was coming from the fog before. Now he can, right? Now he can better prepare, he can better move his melee troops into position. He's losing these cannons. There we go, he's got a lot more queued. How's his resources here? Good stuff, he's getting a lot of wood. Oh, he's finally hitting pop cap, he needs to build more houses. There we go. This guy's a pro. He immediately starts building houses. Taking out these towers as well, trying to slowly chip away at Matty's map control. Now, if I remember correctly, Matty is reaching. I don't know if he's at India or if he's reaching India, but he's going to be coming at him with India soon. So it's not an easy game for DoMiNo. I think he might already be India, actually. Yeah, these are elephant shooting her. You know, he was making his machine gun elephants. Meanwhile, he's on his way to Britain. Okay. So Matty just can't break in. He can't break in. See, this is like some solid defensive play. He's not being careless with his troops, right? Of course, you should never be careless with your troops. But if you throw all your Asian archers forward and they all die, you can just remake them all in like 20 seconds, assuming you have the resources. European player, you can't do that, especially Western European player. So every fight is like calculated almost. It's like, oh, shall I take it? Shall I not take it? How shall I go about it? He took a lot of damage there. His pikemen are more expensive than his Hakubusiers even, right? He still doesn't have any royal barracks, which is very interesting. I'm going to stop upgrading to royal from now on, because it looks like you just build more of them instead. Fair enough. Tons of cannons. He's got the ballistics upgrade now as well. Notice how he's just like nothing's happening. Oh shit, there comes the armored cars. But cannons are really good at taking out armored cars. So is he going to be able to harass him? He's reached Great Britain. These workers are in trouble, aren't they? Unless the armored car doesn't find them. Yeah, they're in trouble. He starts moving them. Meanwhile, there comes the elephants. There comes the armored cars. What's the first thing DoMiNo does? As soon as he hits Great Britain, he immediately chooses a selection of these to upgrade and upgrades them all. Notice how he doesn't upgrade everything, because if he upgraded everything, he'd run out of resources. And if he runs out of resources, he can't make troops out of the barracks. So he tactically selects a certain number of them to start making the light machine gunners. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but Britain's strength is that once you reach Industrial Revolution 1, you have a big power spike. It's like the best thing about playing them, is that the second you hit Industrial Revolution 1, you want to capitalize on that huge advantage, being able to make light machine guns. These elephants don't have no support. What's going on, Matty? He's sending dudes around here, though. He's probably investing so much in armored cars. DoMiNo's resources are being damaged here, but he's still got so many different places to collect from. He's actually doing okay, surprisingly. And the cannon's now going to start firing at the armored cars. Oh, did he destroy his own? Oh no, poor guy. Friendly fire, man. It's okay, he's got loads of food. He's going to rebuild it now. He's got a handful of Industrial Revolution workers that are capable of building as well. So it's quite interesting. He doesn't stop making the pikemen, remember? So have a look at this. He's still making the pikemen because they're giving him two things. Vision, because they're running forwards, and also they're tanking. If you're shooting the pikemen, you're not shooting the expensive stuff. What's the expensive stuff? Cannons. He doesn't make howitzers, he just sticks with Western European cannons, and then he makes light machine guns. Light machine guns to back him. This is the bit where he just starts doing so much, because once you have these, this is the power spike, the true advantage. I think Matty needed to kill him earlier than Great Britain, or immediately as he reached Great Britain. But because Matty couldn't break the deadlock for whatever reason, DoMiNo's defense was just like S++ tier. It means that, I don't know, he's going to start having difficulty here, because even with India, like, these machine gun elephants are good, but they're so expensive compared to Britain's regular LMGs, right? Like, Matty had an advantage all game, and now it's flipped. Now the advantage belongs to DoMiNo, and he is not going to throw it away. So I have, like I said, I did watch a few of DoMiNo's games recently. I'm gonna upload some of them as well. Like I said, the one versus him and Marmalade is actually such a good game. The winner is gonna surprise you, I think, because they both play incredibly well, and it's like impossible to tell who's gonna win until the end, basically. I only scanned it, I haven't recorded it, so maybe I'm wrong about that, but yeah, that's how it seems. Point is, what I'm trying to say is that I've noticed that he builds airfields and balloon towers to support this push as well sometimes. He hasn't done it this game, but I just want to tell you because it's how to play Great Britain, right? It's cannons, LMGs, pikemen to tank, and then balloons. But because his opponent hasn't built cannons, or maybe because he just can't afford the wood, he hasn't built the balloons, machine gun balloons this game. But just to let you know, if you're playing against death sites, for example, you want those machine gun balloons, yeah? And I think this is coming to an end, guys. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, because I upload this kind of stuff all the time, and I love you. Any support you guys leave, any comments and all this stuff, I respond to every single one of them. Let me know what the next country you want to see is. I'll try my best, but it depends on what kind of good replays are out there. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one for DoMiNo versus Marmalade. Let's play this out till the end. There we go. GG. Bye bye.